the core personal values, trust, that's the first one that comes to mind, trust and honesty. But as I talked about earlier today as well, is also quite a lot about love, even if that is a difficult value, and you could always question if it is a value. But if you use the word love in the sense of caring about others, because in turbulent times people become very individualistic or self-interested because of the uncertainty. And in those times, as a leader, it's very important that you are caring and trusting. It all starts with you being able to understand who you are, what you believe in, what you value, what you want yourself. It comes from within. A truly loving person is somebody who is very anchored in who he or she is. So the journey actually is the journey inside of you. It's not something you go outside. To find out who you are, what you think is important, what you would like to do and what you value in life. It may sound very simple. It is quite simple, but it's something that takes time. So it's something you have to be dedicated on and work with. It's a life journey. But I know, and I wouldn't say that you know, but I think that you know that people that are the ones who could actually love and care most about others are the ones who have taken care of themselves, or at ease with themselves, so to speak. So it's really a journey inside of you. Very different on what you do. Coaching or mentoring is one way of getting help, and the ability to ask for help is that. It could also be your friends, close friends, but it's people outside of you helping you to see you from outside in, and there are many different ways on how you can assess yourself. But that's what come to my mind. We had Emmanuel talking about him having a personal coach, which has transformed him to understand that, and which wouldn't have been possible, I guess, if he were just sitting by himself and trying to understand who he is. It's good to have somebody mirroring you. You probably have heard about Johari window, what I know about myself and what others know about me. And there's a hidden part here where others doesn't know and you don't know. And there's a part where others know and you don't know, and so on. So that window, to open that who you are and what you stand for, is you're being authentic to that, is one part of it. And the other part of being open from getting feedback from others, those two dimensions of getting feedback, wanting to get feedback, and being true to what you would like to and what you want to be authentic with, is creating that trust and that environment where you can start to give love. Yeah. It's a combination. They have to say what they would like to get across with, and they have to do that. So walk the talk. It's part of that. I think that's maybe the way for you to understand. I am intentionally doing this because I believe in this, and that's why I'm doing this. They're being very open and transparent with their intentions and what they believe in. They have high integrity, and then you see that's really transparent and consistent in their way of how they act, and then you know that they are authentic. Sorry. Mm. It's easy to take these big leaders who stand up for something and standing up against injustice and the evil things in the world. And I think about Gandhi, I think about Nelson Mandela. But Nelson Mandela is probably the one that comes most to mind because of his dedication to reconcile, to get together and forgive. It's a very brave act and very conscious act, and I admire that very much, because that's really what it needs in these turbulent times. Getting away from the fear that has built up and it's in the system, in the heritage of that community. And he did that in a very difficult situation, but he was very firm and very consistent. So that's one that I really admire a lot. Otherwise, you also have small persons who are big heroes around you, right? Yeah. So and that wouldn't tell you anything. I have to explain, but that they are standing up for what they believe in, and they are caring, and they have good intent. Those are things that these small people have, and there are big ones, big heroes, so to speak. It's a very difficult question to have a good answer on, or to have the answer, because if I would, I think that would be solved. It's a complex question. Why is it so that we consume so much energy per capita in North America, which is, he said, 3 times higher than Europe, and Europe is higher than Africa or India, if I recall on how because this is a conscious movement also in other parts of the world, and even if we are 3 times lower than you are here in Sweden, which I live, we still are very, very conscious about the decision we take, and it starts with each individual making a conscious decision to impact the environment, to consume goods that are produced in a way that is thinking about a more sustainable way of producing them, to put that, supporting that. And I think, because we always talk about power of the market, and the power of the market is actually us. It's not somebody else, it's me. And if I think it's important for us to start to consume goods that are coming from a more sustainable source, and they may be more expensive, and I don't buy that, I buy that more cheaper one, because I think I'm not supporting that journey. So it really starts there. I have to sacrifice things myself in order to get the change I want to see. You need to be quite strong in order to say no. But you even become an even stronger system when you are able to say no. But there is an economic fear of not being, cost efficient or profitable in that. And the long hours that we have for in the healthcare system, which I don't know personally, but I've seen and have friends who are in that situation that you talked about. It's a system of a combination of I am very dedicated to my work and I believe in that, and that's a positive sign. It's a stress that you can live with a little longer. But if you are being stressed because you are saying you have to work these hours, we don't have the capacity, we don't have people, we can't hire more people, you have to do more, and we have to deliver. I've committed ourselves to do that, and you have to do it. Then you have much more of a negative energy leak connected to that, and then you burn out quicker. Now, so that's one dimension of it. But I think that the other dimension of it, which I see if I lost my red thread here, but see if I can get back there, because it has to do with there are different type of reasons why you burn out, why you are actually overworking. It could be your own fear, it could be your leaders or your organizational fear. And our bodies need to have rest. It's physiology. there's a physical reason why we need to sleep, and we need time to rest. We need to have time to energize ourselves again and load our batteries. So there's a physical dimension to it. That means that you will be less effective if you continue with this high speed and high structure that you are trying to live up to. You're not being more effective. I'm making this as a long story because what came to my mind as well is in Sweden we have, like every year, between 6 to 8 weeks of vacation. Okay. Not many in America have experienced ever having 4 weeks in a row. They don't even know how it is. I know how it is. I know how it is to have 5 and even 6 weeks vacation. It is a big difference. You experience something that you have not experienced. And they say, well, I have this 1 week and I go there. And yeah, but you don't relax because you have not experienced it. Yeah. Run. So it's so when I have vacation myself, I'm at the same place in the nature somewhere where I can just gain new energy, and that is completely different. And I can't explain how that is. That came to my mind when you were talking about this system, having very little vacation, working long hours, don't see my family, which is the most important for me in my life, and for many people in their life. What kind of life is that? Is that why we're here? No. So it's if I can take in our organization. Then I have a colleague who needs to have energy, and that person, that person is very conscious about the need for energy. I could have said, I don't care about what you need. This needs to be done, and you have to come to work at this hour, and you need to finish that at that time. I could have said that, but that's not what I'm saying. I instead said to this person, what is it that you feel that you need in order to do your best work? Well, this is what I need, okay. Here's the task of the things that I would like you to do. You do that whenever you need it to be done. I don't think about so much when you need to do it. You decide, you own that. Do you think that this person is delivering? This person is over-delivering because I trust that they are doing that. They can make their own schedule. Now we have that kind of work conditions that can approve that, but still, it is something that I think that in many more cases than we think that we can actually have that work situation. Well, I joined Value Center because I very much, from a personal perspective, share the mission of the company, the mission and the vision. The mission, or the overarching vision, is to create this more values-driven society. It's something that I have inside of me. My soul is saying that's really what we need to work with that, and here's an opportunity for me to be able to work with that. And the mission then is to help leaders create values-driven organizations, and that's what we are setting up. And that's what I've been doing, and that's what I believe that I have skills in, what I can contribute with. But Volvo became too small as an organization. I would like to make a difference in the bigger context, and I would like to give back of what I've learned over the years. So even if this is a situation where I don't have a bad salary, but I don't have the salary that I had at Volvo. I don't have the convenience that I had when everybody know who I am and what I've done. Here I am completely new in this, but I still feel very good because I'm doing what my heart is saying. This is a soul-based decision for me to join Barrett Value Center. It's not a brain-driven decision, a logical decision, and that's the big. But what I would like to accomplish, I would like to accomplish a world that is more conscious about the values and driven by the values. Okay, seek your own values and stay true to them.